It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And you see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers going to throw. Austin's got it left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 35. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. A handoff for Warren. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll get this complete to Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Second and 7. On the give, it's Warren. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cordell Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On first down, it's Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 78 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Let's look at Kenneth Gainwell as this offense comes back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Warren. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, here's Sermon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Boston, the man in motion left. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the return will stop right around the 25. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. Again, a run with Gainwell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Warren will try the right side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Before a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. J.J. McCarthy has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. and that one all tied.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Sermon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the run, it's Warren. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 7 from the 20.
Just like that. Just like that.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Warren. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A little jet sweep to start the drive. There's a nice move, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little time pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try the right side with Harris. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers his way up past the 30. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And they'll hand off to Hull. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, here's Sermon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's brought in by Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert back to the air. That one complete to McConkey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert fighting Harris over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Caught by Allen. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Alex Highsmith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A handoff for Warren. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 93 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. On the give, it's Warren. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Patterson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for L.A., the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.